And that cold air is making a comeback, Jeremy.
Yes, so now is the time to winterize your home because winter is very far from being finished with us here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Temperatures this upcoming week will be down in the low 20s for highs and into the single digits for lows. So although we've had a nice stretch of mild air to kind of start off mid-January, it won't last much longer. And tonight we're already seeing some switch over from rain to snow as temperatures take a tumble down below the freezing mark, especially in Potter and Tioga counties. There's been consistent snowfall out near Coudersport and Wellsboro for the past 5 hours straight. That's where snowfall amounts could exceed 3 inches when this system is all said and done. Now for everyone else, we're noticing that mix over now from rain to snow. Take a look at the Poconos, Mount Pocono up towards Blooming Grove, Whitehaven seeing some of that mix down to Jim Thorpe. That's where the snowflakes are working their way in, and it's right along that stretch of 80. And I oftentimes drive 80 to 380 when I'm coming from New Jersey because that's where my family is from. And I noticed that switchover, as soon as you head up that mountain, it changes over from raindrops to snowflakes, and it's a completely different road than when you're on 80. So just watch out if you're traveling 380 tomorrow or even tonight. This could be a very treacherous commute with slick roads, and that's the case for a lot of our higher elevations. Northwestern Luzerne County near Dallas, that's where it's a little bit higher elevation. So that's where the snowflakes are starting to get cranked out. Same for up in Wayne County near Honesdale. So just watch out. Tomorrow morning, I know that there are some delays from schools, and that's because it will be slick out there. And even if it doesn't actively snow where you live, tomorrow morning temperatures probably will be below the freezing mark, so any wet roads will quickly turn to ice. So again, watch out for slick spots and take things slower than you normally would. This cold air that's pent up behind the cold front that's now passing over Pennsylvania will bring us much colder air for your day tomorrow. Our warmest temperature will be at midnight, just a few minutes from now, and it will get colder from there. Rainfall amounts not that much, just a few hundredths of an inch. It's been quite light over northeastern Pennsylvania, but central PA closing in on 0.4 of an inch for Williamsport, and that's where the visibility is really low too. We have 0-mile visibility right now in Selinsgrove, 5-mile visibility in Williamsport, and you can see that reduced visibility out in Lycoming County right now from our live camera. And this is what it looks like live right now from our rooftop. You see the raindrops on the lens. Hasn't switched over to snow here just yet. 38 is the current temperature with calm winds, and today we were actually very mild, up to 47 degrees. That's 12 degrees above average for this time of year. Now we're falling to near the freezing mark in Potter and Tioga County, Cherry Springs State Park at the freezing mark on the dot. We're 35 in Lake Harmony, 34 in Thornhurst, and although it might not be 32 on the ground, it's cold enough in the upper levels of the atmosphere and even in the mid-levels of the atmosphere to support that snowfall, and that's why it's making it down to the surface as flakes. Now, take a look at the temperature trend. Here in our backyard, this is very interesting. I don't think it's going to be cold enough to support snowflakes in the valley cities down towards Wilkes-Barre. But if you live on the mountains, on either side of the valleys, I think temperatures could come down pretty quickly. And by the time we get to 9 a.m., we're below the freezing mark. And look at where we stay throughout the afternoon, in the 20s. So prepare yourself for much colder air at the end of your Thursday than at the beginning of it. And that's normally not how it goes. It's more of a flip-flop day. Here's how this system will continue to play out. More snow working its way in for Sullivan County, which is under a winter weather advisory. Same for Potter and Tioga counties. Flakes working their way into Susquehanna and Bradford counties too. All of Wayne County going to see flakes tonight, and into the Poconos. It continues for 2 or 3 hours before it wraps up by sunrise time. So that could put down a quick coating to a half inch, and all you need is a little bit to cause some travel troubles. Then we see some possible lake effect snow showers working their way into our northern tier tomorrow afternoon. So tonight, just a few hundredths of an inch to a tenth of an inch of rain, but snowfall could be a coating for the Poconos up into the northern tier. I know it's showing zeros for Wellsboro and Towanda, but I think that it could be more than that. And similar story for your snow showers into the afternoon, maybe an additional half inch for spots north. Tracking the risk for not just snow tomorrow, but also into our weekend too. And we'll be gusty tomorrow too, 30, 40 miles per hour. And then headed into Friday, some snow showers possible for central Pennsylvania. Saturday, snow showers more widespread expected for everybody. So how much is that going to amount to? Maybe an additional half inch to an inch. So we've got several systems on the way that will bring us a chance for a coating to a half inch, maybe even an inch. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it can cause travel troubles. There's your 7-day forecast. We're dropping temperatures all day on your Thursday. It's cold for Friday, a little bit warmer on Saturday despite the flakes. And then we are bone chilling cold for the 4th week of January. Temperatures only topping out in the 20s, and with the added winds, especially on Monday and Tuesday, it will feel like the single digits. So I'm going to need a much bigger coat, and all of you should take note of that too and wear those bigger coats as we get into next week.
That is good advice.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeremy.
You got it.